just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Becoming the old man in this space. So Brother Speaks kind of did a video that, Unc showed me or sent me to about feeling sorry for me, about, I guess, being underappreciated or looked over in this space. And I appreciate it. It was cool. I'm in it to make sure brothers do better or get better. I can just give what I can. It's about the content. But I do appreciate that. But it made me think about being an old man in this space. Like sometimes making content is like old school rap, where once you hit a certain age, they try to say you obsolete. So if you're in the space for me, being in the space for a long period of time, sometimes you feel obsolete. You feel like, hey man, I don't know if they hear me, man. Because young guys, you're trying to lay down a road for the younger guys so they can have content and information about what certain paths look like when they get on certain journeys, or when they go certain places, or when they're doing certain things, so they can say, okay, somebody at least gave me a heads up of what's going on. But sometimes the entertainment value, the entertainment and the relationship talk, and the shock jock aspect of it kind of overrides the actual information. So you can feel like, you know what, they're not hearing me. I might have to throw a few cuss words in it, might have to throw a few sound effects in it. Maybe the production quality, maybe, change the intro, change the outro, change the thumbnail, who knows, right? Make it like everybody else's, because maybe they listen to everybody else's or watch everybody else's because they do the more bells and whistles. And then it's like, maybe people are tired of you. And that happens. And what's interesting is sometimes people get tired of you and then they come back, and get tired of you and then they come back, because life, they haven't crossed certain bridges in life yet. So they may not deal with it because I know something's out there, but I'm not there yet. So why watch it? Why listen to it? But the other thing, sometimes you're the old man in this space is because there's a connection barrier where, how do you don't know what's going on right now. You don't know what it's like to be a certain age group or be dealing with life in a certain demographic. And it's like, well, yeah, I know what it's like to be that age and in that age group, but do I know how you're feeling at the moment? No. I got a good idea, probably 85% right. But can I tell you I know it with 100% certainty? No. But as the old guy in the space, maybe you gotta hope that somebody younger listens and tells people who are younger the same thing. Because sometimes being older in this space, people won't necessarily listen to you. And sometimes that, it's one of those things where they listen to you, they don't believe you, then life happened, and then they go, yeah, they're right. But they never come back and say, you know what, you told me this. They just move on. And I did that. I remember in life, I got a older cousin that's 10 years older than me. I look at him like a big brother. And he would warn me 5 years in advance, sometimes 10 years in advance. This is what's going to happen when you hit this age. This is what's going to happen when you do this. This is what's going to happen when you do that. And some of the warnings, I'll be like, man, shut up. I don't want to hear that. And, like clockwork, they would happen. And then I have to call them like, so you hit me with that joint again, huh? I appreciate you for sabotaging me. And he used to laugh. He's like, I told you, man. I told you. I warned you, but you ain't trying to hear me. And sometimes, you don't want to hear what might be ahead, because it's like the older you get, the more you're into adult life, and you realize that, hey, childhood is over, player. You know, we on that grown man stuff. And sometimes you don't want to listen to the old man because, you know, you're going to become the old man, and that's not what you want to be. So when you become the old man in this space, sometimes you might feel overlooked, but you don't. I mean, for me, I care, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But you might feel overlooked, you might feel obsolete, but I can guarantee you what you're doing is probably going to have more respect on the back end than it did the front. You know, should I say pause? But people will understand what you're saying later on, and they might not catch you in the beginning. And sometimes, you know, that's a hard road, because sometimes when you get old man in this space, how much time you got left? You get what I'm saying? How much time? Like, hey man, I'm trying to tell you this now. I hope you get it, because I don't know how much time I got left. You know, because for me, I mean, there have been times when I'm like, you know, I might just do a whole different channel and go to do something completely different, and not and be on the outskirts of this space, because, you know, if I want more recognition, I want more for the work that I put in, and I ain't gonna get it here. So, but that's a price you have to pay sometimes. Or that's the thought you have to have sometimes. If you want more, do something different. But and then your brothers be like, man, I miss when you did this. I'm like, you didn't even watch that. What are you talking about? But that's my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.